What's up, everybody? Chewy891 coming at you today with a One Piece 1008 chapter review. And let me tell you something, I am really hyped. This chapter was awesome. It had everything I could have asked for, and it answered the 2 week long question: is it Kozuki Odin, and who could it be that's masquerading as Odin? And today we find out that it's a Kanjuro painting. Thank God, because if it was if it was Odin coming from the future, this would have been really bad for Oda on One Piece for sure. I mean, just the fact that it would just pull the rabbit out of his ass for that one, just to bring back Odin just for this little cheap pop. I think would have just ruined the character for me. I mean, Odin had a great death. Odin had a great character arc, and the way it ended was really good. I didn't want any shenanigans with it, you know what I mean? I didn't want him to come back some janky way or whatever, before he melted in the pot or some stupid nonsense like that or whatever. I'm happy. So he's been confirmed dead. And of course, nobody else sees this coming, right? Everybody else is kind of happy to see Odin. They're all like, they just got done with a huge battle, right? With Kaido, Big Mom, and everything. So they're feeling kind of nostalgic. So when they see Odin, it's like, oh man, all logic left the room, right? I mean, you see it from Kinemon and the other characters, they're all like, oh my god, it's Odin, you're back, in Russia. They're all just gullible about it. And the only person that's not is Ashura Doji. Ashura Doji knew it was an impostor right away, which is really good, which is awesome. Great character development from him. He's very observant. He says there's no way it's him. He died, we gotta let it go. He was gone. There's no way. And of course, they had to remind him what Toki told Kinemon's like, we cannot return to the past. It's impossible to return to the past. He can only move forward. And Ashura's just explaining he died that day. That's a fact. There's no way he didn't. The only way I can see them confirming this is if they saw the body or something like that. Maybe Ashura saw the body. Maybe they buried Odin somewhere. Who knows? But yeah. So he goes in and he hits it. Ashura hits Odin. Or hits Kinemon, I'm sorry. Or I think he tries to slash Odin. I forgot how that went. But I think Ashura went to go slash Odin. You can see like there's something coming off his face, and it's like a painting, right? Like a picture or something like that. And there's no blood or anything, nothing like that doesn't come out. And then, of course, the fake Odin, goes and stabs Ashura. And he says, see, just to wake them all up. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this isn't him, man. Guys, this ain't him. I know I want it to be him, but it's not him, okay? We got to move on. So of course, they're like, who's behind this? And it's Kanjuro, of course. And they're all getting their heads together. They're all getting ready to, move forward from here. And, of course, the fake Odin reveals that, hey, it's Kanjuro. I did this. Don't be silly or whatever. Ashura's on the ground, and he's injured. And, they all start waking up, and they all start going after the fake Odin. And once they do, of course, Kanjuro's like, I'm on my last legs, right? He's like, I'm dying anyway, but I'm gonna take you all with me. Forget it, because I want to get rid of the Kozuki clan, and that's my goal, and that's it. I'll be happy to have the Kozuki clan as clan. And that's just how Kanjuro is. That's how much he hates them, especially the Kurozumi. I mean, he's part of the Kurozumi, so they can't stand them. So, of course, they realize that Momonosuke's in danger and all this stuff, and of course they realize that Shinobu has Momonosuke. The fake Odin has a bomb here, and they're like, oh my, he sets it off, and it's about to explode, and they all start going back into battle again, and Ashura jumps in front of everyone and gets the fake Odin out, and a huge explosion happens, and the fake Odin explodes along with Ashura Doji. We don't know what happened to Ashura Doji here. I'm expecting that he was injured. I don't think he died. If he died, this would be a really cool way for Ashura to go, in my opinion. But I don't think so. I just think he got really hurt. A huge explosion. Everybody heard it. So, anyway, so it ends here. And huge explosion goes out. Everybody gets knocked back. Everybody's hurt, and everybody's really pissed off at Kanjuro, especially Kinemon. You can see his face. Like Kinemon is like, I'm gonna get this mother. And he's just like, I'm ready to, he's ready to go after Kanjuro and go kill this guy. I think he's gonna meet a cruel end soon. by one of the scabbards, that's for sure. And of course, he was controlling it remotely, and because he's still moving around. I don't know where Kanjuro's at. And then Jack shows up. Okay, Jack shows up and he's pissed. You know, he's here to fight. He's here to finish these guys off. And you know, he's there, and you know the Duke Dogstorm. I forgot his name already. He's going to stay back, and he's going to fight Jack. So right now, he's going to fight Jack one-on-one while everybody else takes off. And they're going to go find Momonosuke, I believe, or Kanjuro, one or the other. They're going to do both, basically. They're going to protect Momonosuke, and they're going to possibly go after Kanjuro. I think Kinemon is going to give Kanjuro the final death blow, in my opinion. That's just that's what I think. And of course, Jack makes a comment saying there's no moonlight here, and then Duke Dogstorm's like, well, there's no gas here either, so now we're going to get an even battle between these two. They're both injured. I can't wait to see how that culminates. Of course, we get a little thing that Orochi's still alive, and he's pissed off that Kaido betrayed him and all that stuff. There's not really that much to talk about there. I think he'll play a role. I think he'll do something by setting something on fire, blowing something up. I don't know, but there's no way that Orochi was gonna die there. He has the multiple heads and all that stuff on the Yamato no Orochi. I think of it as you ever think of the Hydra or whatever when you watch Hercules back in the day, that cartoon. So cut off a head, another head grows. That's basically what I think is happening here. So Kaido cut off that head, another one came back. That's just that simple to me. Not a surprise there. We do get a little tidbit here, Momonosuke and Yamato. The thing is, like, he could turn into a dragon sporadically, and of course, this is a successful devil fruit that Momonosuke ate that was made from Kaido. Okay, so it's made from Kaido, and he ate it, and it seems like it was a success. It wasn't a dud, but we do get a little bit of tidbit here that if he could transform into something like Kaido, that he can possibly help this battle out. And so the other comment, so that's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens there. I don't know if Momonosuke is going to build the courage to do this. Maybe he will, and then we're going to see some cool dragon on dragon stuff. Who knows, right? The other thing is, too, it looks like Luffy, it looks like Momonosuke can sense Luffy up there, and it might be, this might go back to the whole thing with both of them on Zou, with both of them having a headache and whatever. It seems like Momonosuke can... And Shinobu's trying to find out how Momonosuke knows that. And, you know, Momonosuke, this probably was part of his training on Zou when he was talking to the elephant or whatever. We'll see what comes of that. But I think this is leading into Momonosuke turning into a giant dragon and, like, finally becoming what he needs to be for the leader of Wano, right? So now we go to the Onigashima of Rooftop. Finally, it's been a couple chapters. We've gone away from this. I love that we're back here. I didn't want it to last another 5 or 6 chapters. We're going to get back to this Rooftop. Seems like they're having a really, 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 really hard time. And, you know, they're like, none of our attacks work on these guys at all. I mean, these are true monsters. And, of course, Luffy does not want to see them as that. He wants to see them. He's like, they're humans just like us. Screw that. They're not monsters. We can deal with these people. We can do some damage. We can hurt them. And he says Luffy believes that their hits are actually working. They have to be feeling it by now. And, of course, Luffy goes up for Gum attack. And, of course, Zoro's looking at him. He's like, of course, look before you lead, man. Like, you know, look before you're doing something, right? So, after all this, they're like, hey, listen, we got to come up with a plan. And their plan is right now, together, they're too strong. If we separate them, we can do some stuff here. So, this is Law, and this is why I like Law here. He's the thinking guy here. He's the one to come up with a plan. I'm pretty sure he's going to do a room and either transport Kaido or Big Mom and a certain group of people over to a certain part of Wano, and they're probably going to leave Kaido here on top of the skull while certain people deal with him. Or they're just going to separate one of them, and they're just going to deal with one and then find a way to deal with the other while the other one's returning. I don't know how that's going to go. Personally, what I would like to see is they split up some of the worst generation to go after Big Mom and split up some of them to fight Kaido. That would be really, really cool. Me, I would like to have Zoro, Trafalgar, Kid. Well, that's pretty much everybody. I don't know how he's going to do the split here. We'll see what happens of it. So, of course, and then we get to see Kaido in his form where he's like part dragon, part human, looking really, 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 really cool, really menacing. So of course, Kaido just is admiring that they haven't lost their fire, they haven't given up yet. They're still fighting, they're still attacking, And, you know, that's pretty much the end of the chapter, man. Really, really good chapter. This chapter redeems 1007. If you notice, I did not give a rating for 1007 because I didn't know what the result of Odin was going to be. We finally got that. Thank you, Oda, for not bringing him back. At least not yet, right? We still got a long way to go in this arc. He's not back. That's good. Really good pacing chapter. We're moving the storyline. We're moving forward. We get a little tidbit of Momonosuke and his dragon. I'm pretty sure he's going to transform in this arc into a giant dragon and do something. Do something significant that's going to turn this battle around. And of course, CP0's there. They're going to see that the successful Devil Fruit was perfectly copied from him. They're gonna try to get something from Momonosuke too, because they want that. They want, for some reason, they want to be able to create these Devil Fruits from people that already have them, and they want to weaponize it. So we'll see what happens there. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. My review for this chapter. I mean, this was for me, it was like a 5 out of 5. For sure. Well paced. We get no break next week, which is good. We're back to the battle on top of the skull. I'm having a feeling that this is going to wrap up soon, and this will wrap up Act 3. We'll go into Act 4 and then Act 5, maybe. Or maybe it's just a 3-act arc. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Definitely do me a favor. Let me know what your thoughts are on the chapter and what your thoughts on the video. Let me know what you think about Momonosuke. Do you think he's going to transform in this arc? The whole deal with him knowing that Luffy's weak and worn out right now. Like, how does he know? Was that some sort of training on Zoe? And how do you think they're going to separate the Yonko? Because right now they're having a hard time dealing with both of them at the same time. It doesn't seem like they've taken any damage yet. Of course, Luffy thinks so, but everybody else is like, no. Like, we're not putting a scratch into any of them right now. We're getting rocked, you know. So I don't know how they're going to do it. I think they're just going to split them up. Either they're going to send some people with the other Yonko, especially with Room, to deal with Big Mom, and I think they're going to leave some people here to deal with Kaido. That's just my opinion. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to the channel, like, dislike the video, comment down below, and just let me know what you think about the One Piece chapter 1008. Can't wait to review next week. This is we're getting close. I think we're getting close to the conclusion of Act 3, and this is getting down to the wire. This is getting crazy. Anyways, guys, take care. Have a wonderful day. Be safe out there. Have a good bye.